Okay, so the guy's name is Brad. Yeah, okay, so basically, I think the main story of this is Marshall wants to still be able to do the things a couple does, but he can't, so he ends up hanging out with his friend Brad from the previous episode, who's recently broken up with his girlfriend Kara, I think it is. Anyway, so that's going on. While that's going on, Lily ends up moving in with Barney. Now, this is something I think, looking back on the show, it should have been extended out a little bit. Because I think it would have been really fun. I think they only scratched the surface of the potential for this. But yeah, it's not. It's such a great story. Lily ends up having to get rid of one of Barney's one-night stands. There was so much potential for more of those. They only did one, and it was classic. This is actually one of my favorite episodes of the season. But they didn't really get the potential behind this. Having Lily live with Barney. I don't know what it was that made him rush through this storyline. It's just, there's potential here. But you've got that story going on, and it starts out all right. They go to a concert together, they go to brunch together, and then they go on this trip to see Mamma Mia. This is Marshall and Brad, and it gets a little bit weird because Brad asks Marshall to go with him to a wedding to see a wedding, and they end up getting in one room. It gets a little bit weirder, and again, it's something that doesn't go. It goes just far enough. I don't see that this story could have gone any longer. It just that's almost funny as the Marshall as the Barney and Lily thing, which I think was. They only scratched the surface of it, and they should have gone back to. They should have dragged it out a bit more, or brought it in a little bit earlier, but they didn't. Damn! Didn't fully get the potential of it. Ted and Robin are kind of like side characters in the Marshall story. They just laugh at the situation, tell him to break it off, and when he's about to, looks like Marshall thinks Brad has gotten him flowers. Turns out they're for his girlfriend. His girlfriend and that have got back together, and they do the gay joke thing about and it's really all right. But to me, the Barney and Lily thing was much funnier. He takes her on a tour of the apartment, and he's got his porn lit. The toilet seat flips back up. It's just classic humor. Anyway, so that's the end of this